Hi, in this video, we're going to discuss tasks and also look at how we set these up in Xero Practice Manager. So tasks are where we put our time to. So we have tasks that belong to jobs and jobs belong to clients. Now with these tasks, we want to make sure that we have quite a short list of tasks. We don't want to have hundreds of tasks in our database. And what we do is we use labels to differentiate them. So for example, we might have BAS return or GST return. So that would be a single task, and then we may have, let's say GST, we'd have April, May, GST, June, July, August, September. So these dates, we'd use labels to differentiate them. So we won't set up individual tasks for each of these periods. And a bit like with our annual accounts, we might just want to have annual accounts as a single task, and then we have annual accounts preparation would be a label. Review would be a label, finalization would be a label. So we would want to think about our tasks as our overall service we offer, and if we need to break them down by periods or by phases, we'd use labels. And we set those labels up in our job templates, and we'll look at that when we get into our job templates here. But when you're setting up your tasks, just think about them as the overarching service that you offer, and just know that we do break them down further when we get into our templates. So let's jump in, we'll check it out together. So first, let's have a look at what tasks look like on a job. So if I go to jobs and click into any one of these jobs, let's just click into this one here. When I scroll down, this is the list of tasks I have on the job. And as you can see here, I've got annual accounts preparation, annual accounts review, and annual accounts finalization. Now you notice when we go look at our task list, we only have annual accounts as a task, and then preparation is the label for it. If I click into it, then go edit task. You'll see this is the task name, and it's been allocated a label. And if we just go back to the job, let's create a new task so we can see what this looks like. If I go new task, right, so we grab a task from the list here. Let's make it monthly financials. We'll say it's a 4-hour task, and let's just put the date April in here. And then we want to schedule the task. It's going to be completed in April. Just like that, and we'll say that Will's going to be working on this, and then hit save. So as you see, we've got monthly financials as the task, April is the label, and then we've assigned that task as well. So that's what tasks look like on jobs. And if we do a timesheet and then put our time in here and then hit save. So there we go. We've seen tasks and how they sit on jobs, and we see how the name and the labels are broken out. So if we actually look at setting up tasks now, if we go to our settings, and then we click on tasks, you can see these are the list of all my tasks here. So you want to have quite a finite list of tasks, and each task is going to have a default base rate and a default billable rate. Now don't get too hung up on these. It's a good idea to put some defaults in, but they always get overridden with the staff level billable rates and base rates. So if we look at annual accounts here, you'll see annual accounts is the task. We can add a description if we like. It's not really relevant, probably wouldn't bother about. We can add a description if we like, but I probably wouldn't worry about that. Your base rate and your billable rate, you have to enter these rates. It's a good idea to just put some estimates in here. Base rate 50, billable rate 200. Again, these are always overridden when we're using Xero Practice Manager. Where this is relevant, if we do quote a job, which we won't be quoting in Xero Practice Manager, but if we were to, it's going to use these rates here to estimate the cost on the job and also prepare the billable amount on the quote. But again, they're not very relevant, but you just have to enter something. And it's a good idea to put numbers in rather than zeros. We can set up zero tracking as well. This isn't so relevant, the way we're going to structure our integration with Xero. So we can leave those blank, and then the income account, again, we can leave that blank because we're going to structure our integration a bit differently, and then hit save. So it's as simple as that. Just go through and add all of your tasks, and then put in those billable and base rates, and then hit save, and you get a list that looks something like this. So a good way to populate this list is to think about all the tasks that you offer your clients, or all the services you offer your clients. Each of those should be an individual task. And for admin, you can just choose a single admin task, or leave, just a single leave task, and we'll use those labels to break out the different types of leave and the different types of admin. So that's how we set up our tasks in Xero Practice Manager. Hope that's helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.